Hello VC, this is Carly. Welcome to Out of Sound, Out of Mind, my record channel, and I'll be showing you my various record collections. And I just love records. It's not something I thought I would be doing, but I love the sound of it, the little nuances of the sound, and looking at the lyric sheet while the record's spinning, and there's just so much I like about it. You know, the gatefolds and yeah, I'm a total music nerd. Just to get a little background, U2 has been one of my biggest influences ever since I was a kid. You know, I'm a spiritual person, but seeing a U2 concert was like a church experience for me. I mean, it was the lights, the action, the music. But, I mean, I like all kinds of music. REM is one. Losing My Religion, when that came out, I mean, that really just spoke with me and inspired me lyrically. I mean, I like 90s, like Pearl Jam. I mean, just the way that Eddie Vedder plays that guitar, it's just phenomenal. There's just so much music that inspires me. And then I like indie rock, like Arcade Fire. I mean, Rebellion Lies has to be one of the most touching albums. To me, it's just about, like, you know, in your mind you create these little visions of, you know, lies, like, you know what I mean, like you tell yourself you're not worthy, you're not good enough, and you believe those lies, and sometimes you feel like you want to rebel, you know, I don't know, but it speaks to me. And I love how I just love how Win Butler just, you know, he just tries to, you know, go against the mainstream, and just, you know, because then when that album came out in 2014, it was called Funeral, because, you know, they had a lot of deaths in their in the band members, but he really took it to a new level lyrically and musically, so I just love it. Anyways, let's begin. So I went to a record store day, and I got everything I wanted, except for one I got, you know, I ordered and I got later on, but I got everything I wanted. And you know, I thought the list was okay, you know. Sometimes when I see the record store list, I want to see stuff that's like a band that I already know, that I just want to add to my collection, you know. But what I like about Record Store Day too is that you always get to try new stuff that you never heard of before. Like, I see all these bands, like there was this band on there this time around that was the Easy Beats. Never heard of them before. They sounded like the Beach Boys, or you know, just 60s pop, and it really was like, wow, this is fun, you know. I never would have heard of them before. Yeah, so the list kind of grew on me, you know. That's what happens each year. I see the list, I'm not so sure, and then the more I listen, the more I look at the list and listen to the music that I don't know, I'm like, this is good, you know. And I like The Cure, and I was thinking again the greatest hits, but I don't know. I'm just, you know, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Cure fan, you know. I like Just Like Heaven, you know. I love Friday I'm in Love, but they're a little too poppy for me at times, you know, and I like the poppy stuff, but I love their song, Forest, you know, and I just wish that some of their greatest hit songs were like you know, I mean, now I know they have the Forest on there, but I wish it was more from that era, you know. But I should have got the acoustic one, but I didn't. But anyway, so jumping right in with first pick is Marcy Playground, and my sister got me into this band in the 90s, and well, I also heard Sex and Candy on the radio, and just love it, you know. I love how it's like, you know, post-grunge acoustic, you know, with like a little, like, I mean, there's like acoustic songs like Ancient Walls of Flowers, and that's a great song, and then you know, Sex and Candy and Poppies, which is more grungy. So yeah, it offers a lot, you know, and he's honest, man. I mean, you hear the song Opium. I mean, it's about his struggles with drugs, and how his mom, you know, he feels like he's separated from his mom, or like he's disappointing his mom. And I mean, I never had a drug issue, but like, you can just feel his pain of just his life completely falling apart because of drugs. And yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I like honest lyrics, you know. I mean, maybe I can't relate, but you know, I mean, I might not be empathetic, but I'm sympathetic. So yeah, but anyways, I was so happy to get this, and I like the little You can see the little flower thing inside, which is kind of fun. And it's just a standard black vinyl, but I'm trying to see if they have it numbered. Don't think they do, but I was happy to pick this up. The next one is the one I was talking about earlier, is the Easy Beats, and I really enjoyed this, but the main song I wanted was Can't Get You Off My Mind, and that was featured, you know, when I listened to it on Spotify. So I don't know if it's on the original original record when they made it a long time ago, you know, or if it was never released officially on that on Vigil. Yeah, that song is just the only song I knew, and I really liked it. So I was like, darn it, when, you know, it kind of annoys me when they have a track list and they have a song that you listen to on another format and then they don't have it on the album. It's no big deal, but anyways, it's really fun album. I mean, it's just kind of like, you know, just pure bubblegum pop, but you know, it's, you know, when you know that's what you're listening to, you enjoy it, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. The next one was my #1 pick for Record Store Day, which is Evan Dando, and the name of the album is Baby on Board. I think they only had one copy at my record store, and I went to this local place that was called Vinyl Edge in Houston, Texas. And it's kind of cool, you know, because it's a small store, and I got there an hour early, and I was probably, I don't know, 50th in line, and I still got everything I wanted. And it's cool, too, is like they have boxes set up so you can kind of pick and choose, and they go in a line and pick what you want instead of, because I've been to another store where they kind of, you go up and you tell the guys what you want, and they give them to you. But this one is kind of like treasure hunting, so I enjoy it. But this one is by the lead singer of the Lemonheads, who is one of my favorite bands. I mean, if you've never heard the album from the 90s, It's a Shame About Ray, you've got to listen to it. It's really good. I don't know, it's like, I guess you describe it as just grungy, you know, early grunge, but like not grunge, more like post-grunge. If you get to know me and you know, watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I love post-grunge. I mean, I love Nirvana, I love Pearl Jam, but I love bands like Everclear, Oleander, Our Lady Peace. You know, bands that kind of polish the grunge, because grunge to me is a little heavy at times, and they make post-grunge a little digestible for me, you know. And but yeah, but this one is but I love grunge, don't get me wrong, too. But this has a cool open insert, you know, and I think it's just a black vinyl. But then you can see there's pages, little pages, and you can read about what influenced the album and stuff. Let me flip it around again. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, but yeah, he's a super cool dude. Yeah, so, but yeah, I'm happy I got this. It was worth it. And then the other one I got was Field Music, Tones of Town. I love this cover. It's really cool, like a little cafe in the early 2000s, because I think this came out in 2007, something like that. But this record wasn't available. I mean, it was available, but it was already taken. I saw the guy that took it, because I told you at the Vinyl Edge, you know, they kind of have people standing in line or whatever, and they take it. And sometimes if it's like, you know, like not as a popular album where they don't make as many copies, they only have one or two. And I saw this guy that picked up one copy, and it's funny because, you know, there's a line and you go left or right, and I just was like, I'm gonna go right. And then if I went left, I could have got this record. You know, it's not a big deal. It just is, you know, it's like a treasure hunt, you know. But anyway, so I called, kind of cheated, and I called a local boutique record store in Burlington, Vermont, because you know, I visit there from time to time, and I said, you know, it's a small town, so I thought they would probably, or not, you know, it's a small state, so I just thought they would probably have a copy. And I called them, and they said they did, and I asked if they could ship it to me, and they said sure. You know, I gave them my information, and then a week later I got it, and so I was really happy because it was their last copy. But this music is, I never heard much about this band. I think I heard the self-titled, and I wasn't impressed with it really. It was kind of boring, but this album is fun. It's just, it's a very short album. I think it's like 35 minutes long, But I don't know how I would describe it. Just early 2000, mid 2000 indie rock. You know, like I'm trying to think of certain artists, but it's really like maybe like a Death Cab for Cutie, or you know, but it's very experimental too, and like weird time signatures. So like Broken Social Scene, I don't know, but I really appreciate this record, and it's probably really one of my favorite of Record Store Day 2017. So yeah, that was my Record Store Day 2017. Whoopee! Anyways, I'm happy that I got everything that I wanted, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.